Yeah, I thought that might be the case. Well, you're streaming, and I don't know if I'm going to or if I'm just gonna chill. So I was like, I'll just pop in once. Snake, can I hear you through your stream?
Big Squish Gaming subscribed to your channel
Now
for
does it work?
23
Oh
months.
Lord, that was very
Oh, yeah,
loud.
here's the audio.
That
I
was
hear
loud.
Ba, ba, ba.
Hey, now it's picking up my voice. I feel like I'm a freaking dunce. I've been talking to myself. I was messing with VideoTube lazy, so I think it just kind of redid a couple of things. Because I got a new PNG lazy.
It's pretty fucking cute too.
Aw, you're
I feel
not.
like I should have longer legs in it, but still, it's fine.
Look, I love Vin's rendition of you. It looks adorable with just that stare of hi. If you're still there, Lacey, I will show you my new VideoTube character. Where's she at? I gotta open Vito. Do I have Vito open? I do have Vito open.
It's a good question, do you?
I do. And is she up? Maybe? Oh lordy, that is massive. Hold on. That's what I get for making a new.
No worries, lazy. Just, yeah. I was just trying to catch up with a few other people, so take your time.
There we go. My new VideoTube.
I appreciate you getting back with
Yeah.
me. It's very cute.
I do like
You know
that
what?
Vito.
You know what I thought when I first saw that? I'm like, I could see myself getting Ven to just take me, blow me up, and put me on a beanbag. I look like I should be like chilling on a beanbag. Like, if I was to get my own off Ven, I'd be like, just take that because it's fucking adorable and slap it in a beanbag.
Dude, no. Oh no. If you get one from Vin as well as Kadishi, you need to get the squish as a beanbag chair. But you need to make yours humanoid with the owl bear features. That would be cute as fuck. And no worries, Lazy. I hope you do a good lurkiness. But I will turn off my Vito tube right now. But I showed the new Vito tube cuteness. Yes, Vin did such a good job. It's so adorbs. And I gotta tell you one of my favorite parts. Like I'm gonna have to make it massive again. So see there on the end of the spear, the potato. That's Patat. So I got Squish and I got Brazen, who's he is Hubs, and he because no one will call him peasant on streams, much to his dismay, by the way, which is actually kind of hilarious. So he has Brazen Lance for one of his games. And so I'm like, hey, cool. Where am I gonna put a potato? Cool. He's holding a potato on the spear now.
So
Exactly.
technically, all four of the important peeps.
Mhm.
Even though Patat's definitely dead because, yeah, stabbed.
Look, you know what? Patat is at that point of her high school where she literally. Look, Lazy, I actually do have a plan for all of my stream friends on a screen at some point once I get some more monies. So eventually. No, I'm being serious. I've been talking about this for actually a hot minute. I was telling one of the other guys the other day, or it might have been Braston. It's either Braston or maybe Rick. It was one of y'all. So what I'm gonna do one day is I want to get Vin to make me my screens. So instead of having these screens for like the be right back and whatnot, even though they're cute and I got them, eventually I want to get something that is, more on brand for me. I want to get a screen made that's like a market stall. And for the streamers who like we've all kind of merged our communities, so like you, Brasden, let's see, I so far like Gandhi, Brit Rick, Need, like I have a list. But like I have a list of the guys that I follow like I checked it twice that I follow on a frequent basis. I'm not there every day, but I'm definitely interacting. I'm gonna get like I'm gonna like get an item or a pastry or something because I'm a baker and a jeweler, so I could do both in this thing. And it's gonna be like that item is going to be in the stalls somewhere. So it'll be kind of a cutesy. Haha, I see those cups of noodles. I know that's me. I see that croissant. I know it's me. I see all of those hot sauce bottles. Lazy. I know it's me. I see the boxes of Tim Tams. I know it's me. Because look, we all know at least one person who likes Tim Tams. Squish. Tim Tams are delicious, though.
I miss the coffee Tim Tams so much.
Dude, I'm sad I have not been able to get them, and there I probably can't get them at all, and that makes me upset because I fucking love coffee.
Oh, they were so good. Like, the Tim Tam and biscuit were failing all, but that cream filling was coffee flavored. So good.
But yeah, Lazy, eventually because that's gonna cost a penny or two, a pretty one and a few ugly ones, and the fact that we're getting rid of pennies, so I'm gonna have to kind of come up with a new silly phrase for that. Um, Eventually, it is one of my goals because I think that would be really cool to involve all of the cool peeps in that way. Were you thinking you were possibly going to attempt streamy streams later, Squish, or you just eh?
I'm not 100% sure. I'd like to, but it's like,
Do you have
not sure
the
if I have the.
energy?
Well, that's it. I'm all out of sorts after physio the other day, so.
Yeah. That is
And it
very
is
fair.
like 4:40 in the morning, so it's like I could probably do a show on, but I might be better off just leaving it till tomorrow, and then well, sorry, later in the day, and then
I'm gonna say you slept a lot.
yeah, and I woke up tired.
Yeah. No, I 120 million% understand that feeling.
Mm. I exist, therefore I am exhaust.
We are retail workers, therefore we are to perpetually be exhausted.
Oh, I still got to ask about my 20-year badge. I'm gonna send Dan a message and be like, "Hey, can you ask the missus? Has my 20-year badge coming yet? I'd love for it to turn up."
Oh, it kind of add that little bit of salt to the fire a little bit.
Yeah, it comes with a $200 gift card, so
Oh
at least it's
shit.
supposed to. I got $100 for the 10 years,
Mhm.
150 for 15, and I'm still on the books technically, and I've hit 20, so
What did they get you for your 20-year anniversary? A few spinal column, bitches.
well, no, I gave them when they shaved the bone off my hip.
Ooh.
I'm really disappointed they didn't give me like ceramic.
Oh, don't. No, I don't want to think about that.
I'm just saying, being on holidays over in Hawaii and then doing like that horrifying like nightmare neck like creaky neck turn with ceramic on ceramic sounds as I turn. That
I'd cry. I would literally fucking cry.
I would make an absolutely fantastic horror villain. Like ceramic on ceramic is like a teeth grindy sound,
I
and having it come from
know.
somebody as they just jaggedly turn their head to you at like a little bit of a slight angle, just staring at you like, nah, I'm out. I don't want nothing to do with this fella.
Mm-hmm. That is a. You know what? I think I've learned my lesson. I'm gone.
Exactly. It's like, I am so good, I don't need to be a part of this.
It's like, oh hey, I think I heard my mom calling. Gotta go by. But you're in the middle of a forest, in the middle of an island. Yep, nope, mom called. You don't leave mom on hold. You get yeah, gotta go by. What are you thinking you might stream when you do stream?
Well, it depends. I was thinking that it's probably going to be a split stream.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do probably some cattle country and then some sail blazers.
Ooh, I was gonna ask if you were gonna do that saddle one. That one looks really cute.
Cattle country.
Yeah.
I'd had it sitting there for a couple of days before you were like, "Ooh, this game came out." I was like, funny you mentioned that."
I was like, damn it,
So
seriously.
I accepted it so that now you can just watch me play it and get a bit of a better view of it.
Yeah.
I'm also enjoying Nine Kings. That's a pretty quick game.
Fair.
I can't get past year like 60 though. I keep getting beaten up.
Year 60.
Yeah. You finish the game at I think year 30. It's a short-based game. But once you've finished it, you can do the endless mode. You just continue on into an endless mode. I keep getting about 50, between 52 and 58 is when I tend to start losing lives, and then I lose.
Oh
I
shit.
get 3 lives.
Okay.
It's like, I just want, I want to get to 60, damn it.
Was there 2 on this one? I think there was 2 on this one. Oh.
I mean, it's probably me just not having enough boars, you know?
Boars. Okay, there was 2 on that one.
Sorry, Smudge. Yeah, she fucking scared herself today. She got her head in a paper bag handle, and then she moved, and then she took off, tearing around the house, acting like she was getting chased because this bag was... And we couldn't get her to slow down because they were like, "Hey, slow down, Smudge. You're fine, you're fine." And she jumped into a hidey hole, and it wasn't big enough for the bag, so the handle just broke because it's just a paper bag. And so then she just hid there for like 15 minutes, and I was like, "Yeah, she's fine. She just spooked herself."
Oh, that's kind of
But, like, she
adorable.
was running around the lounge room. She came into my room. She came flying back to the lounge room. She went flying into the front room when she dove into cover and broke the bag. And I was like, "I'm just gonna leave you in the front room for a little bit there, you know."
Yeah, I'll let
You're
you
fine.
calm down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like let the little heart, you know, kind of chill a little
Exactly.
bit. I have to put holes in my carving, and it makes me upset. I know it's part of the process, but
You just gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
doesn't mean I like it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Nobody said you had to like it.
It's like at work, hey, so by the way, you have like this 400, case count. Here's 4 aisles, and I just look. It's like he's like, I'm sorry. It's like, look, it's what has to be done. I don't have to like it. He's like, fair. He's like, that's a very fair statement. I go, dude, I fucking hate it. Do I like our circumstances? No. Does it make me have, issues? Yes. Is this just kind of where we're at? Yes. But cautiously optimistic. One of the issues we think is finally gone.
No.
Of the management variety that I have told you about before. Because
I see.
Because the name is off the schedule and the picture is off the board. So, cautiously optimistic. I think the cat just threw up on my door again. It's what he does.
It's kind of his thing, you know.
Mm-hmm. I try to not get myself with the frickin' hammer. There we go. Jeez, my brain. This is what I get for doing a stream on a work day. My brain just goes. You want to make cohesive thought? You thought you could make cohesive thought. That's hilarious.
Cohesive enough.
Look, as long as I can hold the conversation, we're good.
Then you're doing
Except
great.
doing good. Okay. I will say I do get good joy of seeing who's kind of lurking around with the stream avatars. I'm like, oh, hi, everybody. Chill lurk time, good time. I told one of them the other day, I was like, oh yeah, I was lurking in your stream. I go, oh, I know. They're like, how the hell did you know? I go, look, stream avatar tells me a lot of things. They're like, okay. They're like, I got kind of concerned for a minute. I go, look, it's just the program, dude. You're fine. I don't care. I don't demand greetings.
I don't demand greetings. Yet.
Alright. Come on. Oh. Well, that did not go through the mat. Oops. Oh, shit. I'm making sure it didn't actually go through the mat. That would be bad, because that would be into my floor. Oh, hi, Fudge. I see the Fudge. How you doing, Fudge? Yellowhammer's fucking iconic because it just makes me think I'm helping mommy as the child bangs inside the TV with a squeaky hammer. Look, I could get one of the fancy leather hammer and then it just looks like I'm smacking everything with a cudgel. Yeah, no, Fudge is right. All of us we have to have the yellow hammer. Actually, that makes me think of the hammer on Dave the Diver that I absolutely refuse to get because I'm like, it does nothing.
It's a great hammer.
Is there a science behind it? Yeah, it's a plastic or it could be a rawhide hammer. It's a softer hammer that won't damage our tools. Because if we use a metal hammer, one, it'll do too much force on the tool, and also we'll start to damage our tools. And depending on what we're hammering on, you can also damage your ends too if you put way too much pressure. So the softness helps kind of protect stuff.
Look, if you're not going to tell him the truth, I will. It's so that she can hit me more often and doesn't leave marks.
No, that's the bag of oranges.
See? Tricked her. She admitted it. You heard it here first.
Yeah, you have to catch me getting a bag of oranges.
Just a big old citrus bully.
Look, there's an orange joke in there somewhere, but I have no clue where it is, okay?
I can't even hear the word bonk the same way anymore.
Ooh. Yeah, no, Lazy Fudge also does leather work and stuff. He does a he makes some really nice like wallets and holders. Like his website's really nice. He's also on the gram and on the YouTubes. Is that where I want that to be? Come here. He posts some cool stuff on the Fudgegram. Been a scrub, hadn't been out to the leather shop in 2 weeks, but I'm gearing up for a market next month as well, supplying a store. Oh, okay, you got the wholesale thing done and signed?
Nice.
Well, and also I know you've been dealing with some rough stuff over the past few weeks too, Fudge, so that is completely understandable.
I sadly lack the artistic talent God gave a walnut, so I just live vicariously through my artistically gifted friends.
Ooh. A buddy of mine is reopening his tattoo parlor and he's a leatherworker and metal caster. Ooh, metal casting is fun. And hey, Malleus, how you doing? By and by, Fudge, has there been any update on Pickles and how Pickles is doing? Because I know Pickles was doing quite poorly the other day when you were doing Strim. Okay, okay, Lazy, get the noms.
Yay, food.
Foods is good. Alright. This is where I actually have to put them in the center of the roses. Eh. Oof, that one went a little deep. Ooh, fencing. Fencing is fun. How did you guys do? see if it responds. You won! Congrats! So Pickles recovered from pancreatitis. Oof. But she has now developed a picky habit where she only wants wet food now, especially foods and gravy. I'm getting ready to cook up her dinner for the next few nights soon. Beef, veggies, rice, and beef. Ooh. I mean, I'm glad that she got better. That is very good. You know what? If she gets better and she wants freaking wet food, here's your wet food puppy. She's been on a rough patch the past few.
Cookies!
Hey Crow, thanks for the follow. How are you doing? Hopefully doing well. Alright. I think this is the last one. She did lose a lot of weight, like 7 pounds in that. Oh man, she's still in healthy range, but the very bottom end of it. Well, at least at least she didn't go too in the negative. I mean, that part's good. Looking for now, but been watching. Hope you've been doing good. Hope you're doing good too. Oh, thank you, and enjoy your lurk. Where is this in Vegetan? These actually I got them from Tandy's. I got these during one of their sales, and yeah. I needed a lot of leather. But I got one of their like higher end Vegetans, not their like top, you know, super premium ultra, but I got better than their basic economy Vegetan. You know, we're Star Wars nerds, so we use fencing for our lightsaber battles whenever we go. That's awesome. Always gotta love a good lightsaber battle. I'm getting ready to put in an order from Springfield for some Herman Oak. Ooh, is the Herman Oak, is that like a Vegetan? Hey Brazen, how you doing? Alright. Now the fun part. Moving up back to the table. Solid brand, very well known in tech and ooh. That's good to know. If I do any heavier duty stuff, I'll probably ask you more about that one then. Because this is about the for this armor set, this is the edge of the thickness I was able to find at Tandy's for what he wanted. I could not find anything of a more sturdy variety. Okay. Whoops. my hammer. Move the book. Now I get to move the camera. Woo! Damn, 14 ounce. Yeah, that's like SCA level armor, and I would need the big boy pliers, big boy rivets for that one. I almost needed to get the big boy rivets for just this one. Almost. That one I would need like a legit anvil for and stuff too. Alright. Let's get this up. Yeah, like the gun carry belts. Yeah. Alright, come on. Trying to get this so it doesn't look so weird. That should be pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Or I'll double up an 8 ounce. Yeah. I only hesitate to do the double ups if I'm doing armor because of just that's a splitting I do not want to risk. All right, Caesar, you gotta move, homie. I love you, but I got armor stuff to work on. Hello. Hello. We interrupt this stream for a cat petting break.
I mean, you'd better.
I've only done that one way because it was hand stitching of an 8-hour belt. Ooh. Oh, I was hand stitching a belt through 16 ounces worth of frickin' leather. Whew, no, thank you. I'll be okay. My hands hurt just thinking about that. I think both of my thumbs locked at that one. Like, nope. Alright, let's get these bad boys distressed. Yeah, 1 millimeter sail through. My skin was gone from the pinky. Oh. Hmm. Hello, Caesar. You good? If you could not swing my door open, that would be fantastic. Yeah, like I have fully bruised my hands doing sewing before too, so I'm like, I'm good. All right. Let's do the little ones first. See how much of a mess I can make. Yeah, that looks good. I don't want these super, super distressed. Just distressed enough. I want to stress them about, not overdo it. Moderately inconvenienced. You know what? I'm gonna make that a scale, like on my sheets from now on. I'm gonna be like, how distressed do you want your armor? I need it on a range of mildly inconvenienced to absolutely war torn.
I'd liked my armor to be distressed the same way a middle-aged single father of 3 female teenagers would be.
Let's get stressed, yeah!
See, Fudge gets it.
Yep. So an 8 of 10? Yep. Here we go. I want to be stressed on the middle-aged dad scale. How many daughters do you have? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of falling more and more in love with this damn armor as I do this stuff.
I mean, you know you have to give it to them, right? You don't get to keep it.
I know, I've been paid, I can't keep it. It doesn't mean I can't be like, okay, this is like some of like my best work. Because this art this guy got is fantastic. I'm over here waiting for my GoPro to rise so I can take it before my backyard camping video. Ooh, that's gonna be so cool, Fudge. When Pickles is feeling better, you should do the puppy pro. If she has the energy for it, that would be kind of cool. I have to mow that side of the yard. Takes 4 hours, then get a tent set up and all that jazz. She's gonna be camping out with. Aww. Pets are the best. She's gonna be my coyote alarm. Bring my 9mm carbine on me just in case. Yeah. Anytime you're kind of out in the boonies while animals are about, it's good to have that little bit of protection. Whoops. Yeah, Sarybot. Do your thing. Alright, now we're gonna start getting into the cool ones. Yeah. 100%. I know I'm shaking the shit out of this camera. I apologize in advance. I'm in a private one right now. Well, I have a private Discord channel. What's up?
Super sneaky private.
Oh lordy. What's up, Fudge? Did you want to come join in the shenanigans? Because I do have a channel that is more open.
The Discord door locked, so I can't get out.
Shh. Not supposed to tell people that.
I'm sorry.
I'm down for chatter. I can go into one of my other channels if you want to hop in on my Discord. What other channels is it? You want to go hop in my community hangout one, Squish?
Okay.
Sure. Alrighty, there he is. Yeah, I have a community hangout one. Yeah. You can come hang out with us, Fudge. We'll start the chant. One of us, one of us. There's the Fudge. Make sure I didn't make my sound weird. Yeah, my mic is working. Can you hear us, Fudge? Maybe. Are you there, Squish?
I'm here.
Okay. He might just be getting his mic stuff set up.
Oh, hey, yeah, no,
There he is.
my connection, it's that Starlink always lags me for like the first 20 seconds trying to connect.
Oh, yeah.
It's all the farmers out here running their tractors.
Like, y'all hang on for 5 seconds while I connect.
Oh, dude, your armor is looking so good.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just over here like in craftsman mode, like, oh yes,
You're like,
just
I
press
need
that leather.
to like scrub it.
Yeah. Which 5-ings die did you go with for that?
This one I got the big bottle.
Yeah, you always have to get the big bottle.
Look, after I went through 4,
Hmm.
yeah.
That was a huge mistake when I first started doing deadpan, was getting the small bottles.
Yeah, but he liked the dark brown.
The dark brown?
Yeah.
Dark brown is a good one. I like the dark brown, and what was the other one that I really like? I think it's the Cordovan brown.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one is absolutely gorgeous too. It when you hit it with some Aussie wax,
Ooh.
it gets like a real pretty color. I like to apply it with kind of a drier brush, so it gets sort of like a streaky wood look.
Mm-hmm. The wax. You always gotta love the wax.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I have grown to really like
Yeah.
Phoebing stuff.
Yeah, it's some of the best stuff. I haven't gotten into the Angelus for
Mhm.
doing like painted yet, but I have thought about it.
Do it.
My
Hold
thing
on.
is
Ooh.
I'm not very artistic.
Hold on. I can show you Angelus the acrylic. One second. So I love how the Angelus turns out because I was using all the EcoFlow stuff and I hated it.
Mhm. Yeah,
So-
I tried EcoFlow once and was not a fan.
So I made these card things for when. So, Squish, you get to get a sneak peek of stuff I'm bringing to Hawaii, okay? So I made these card holders for our magic cards, right?
Mhm.
So, where's my camera? Here we go. The Angelus stuff comes out so well.
Yeah, I've actually got some of their edge paints for when I was working on clutch bags.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been making the clutches out of Saffiano,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the same stuff that Coach and Prada uses for their bags.
Ooh.
So I wanted to make sure that it
fancy.
was gonna get the best. And so yeah, I was looking at the Angelus paints for doing the edge painting on those, since they are a veg tan, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to try to burnish them.
Right, but here's how vibrant they
Yeah,
get.
that looks awesome. Yeah, that
They
is
get
like super
vibrant AF, and I love it.
Yeah, I cannot wait for us to get our kitchen table soon, so the wife and I can start playing Magic again.
Yes. I'm waiting
Of
for
course,
Squish ordered 2 boxes of the Final Fantasy the boosters
Oh.
because we're
must
gonna
have
open
some
one of
pockets.
those in Hawaii, and then because I'm a nerd, I got things I gotta open.
Yeah, the wife bought me the Necrons Precon deck for Christmas, and then she immediately regretted it when she had to play against it.
Necrons are assholes to play against. They are the most.
Yeah.
You want to
She
kill
was
me? Cool. No, you
she
can't.
was playing her Galadriel deck, and it did not go over very well. Because we have
That's
all four of the
great.
Lord of the Rings decks, and
Uh-huh.
then she wants to get the Doctor Who decks.
I just learned that there's Doctor Who, and I'm like, shut up.
Oh yeah, no, she's a Doctor Who nerd.
I
She
wove.
has a Gallifreyan tattoo on her shoulder.
Nice. I wove one of the doctor's scarves for a friend one year. Dude, he was literally like prancing around that store with this long as fuck scarf. Just like, yeah! I'm like, oh lord.
Yeah, no, we've been. It was almost a mistake getting her into playing Magic, but because she's like, oh, well, I'm just gonna buy a few things. And we were at
Yeah,
Costco, and
that's not how that
yeah,
works.
Costco had all the Lord of the Rings decks there on sale, and then I'm kicking myself for opening the special booster packs that came with them because they were retailing on Amazon for $90 a piece. And we opened them. But, of course, my wife, having the infinite luck that she has, opened a booster pack and it had the One Ring in it.
Shut up!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
The rarest freaking card?
It wasn't the foil. It was
Okay.
It's still trading for $35.
Dude, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she got the foil. From what you've talked about with just her luck in games, she'd have been like, "Oh look, I just got this shiny card," and it's like, "That's."
Yeah. Yeah, I got a Hobbit deck, and I got the Sauron deck, and then she got the Galadriel, and I can't remember what the fourth one was.
I don't remember either.
But
I know I have
it
cards.
Was in the fourth one. It was in the fourth one. She opened it up, and she was like, "You're not gonna believe what I have." And I'm like, "What?" She showed it to me, and I flipped my shit.
He was like, "No!"
Like, why couldn't that be me?
It could have been me.
I want to put that in my Sauron deck so bad.
That's when you're just like, "Hey, honey, here's a steak. Hey, here's this other favorite food. Hey, here's this other favorite food."
Oh, I spoil her. Yeah, it's her birthday's Saturday, so
Aww.
so I got her fishing pole set up for her yesterday
Uh-huh.
with line and everything on it.
Nice.
I just picked up my fishing license today because I had to go through a whole bunch of stuff to get the lifetime license as a veteran.
Oh,
which
that's
was
neat.
Yeah,
Hey, it's a
only cost me
lifetime.
$7 for the lifetime, but because
But a lifetime
this
of pain in the
state-
ass.
But because this state, you have to go through hunter safety. In the state we just moved from, I didn't have to because I had my military documentation.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go through hunter safety today, and I weaponized my autism to get through an 8-hour class in 2 hours, and passed the test with a 90%. So
I weaponized my autism. I love that.
yeah, I was like, I'm gonna use this for good.
Yeah, well, I mean, just some days you gotta.
And so I passed that, and the webmaster for the Department of Natural Resources was like, "That is the fastest I've ever seen anybody turn around and get a license."
It's like I have
okay.
determination on my side.
Like, yeah, I'm trying to go fishing with my wife on her birthday Saturday, and I want to catch delicious steelhead trout, or not steelhead, rainbow or brown trout. That's the two species. I'm really hoping for some rainbows.
My brain's
but,
going so
yeah,
Stardew right now.
Oh yeah. Have you seen that they're talking about the second Stardew Valley game?
Wait, a second Stardew or the Chocolatier?
Was it the Chocolatier?
He's
I know
doing
that he's working
Haunted
working on another
Chocolatier.
game. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
no,
I've been
so
waiting for that so hard.
I speed run any percent my 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 hunting license. So now I get to do that. I get to get that all taken care of. It's $7 for my lifetime.
That's not bad at all.
So I'm pretty excited. I still have to buy tags and stuff though, and then we do have tags here for trout fishing. So I think it's like
Okay.
$18 for stamp per year.
So
But
you have to get a
can,
tag for specific fish?
I think just for trout.
Okay.
So,
Is it because it's a specific fish, or
I don't know.
like I wouldn't be
I'm
surprised
not.
if it's because like it's like maybe like a highly sought after, or you know.
What you mean? What were they saying? Yeah. But the thing is the place we're going to it's a stocked stream.
Okay.
So they stock it yearly with fresh trout.
Motherfucker, I missed one.
So I'm just like, well, what's the deal?
Should probably not flick that off on stream.
Message me. I can get the 820. I can get the 821 license. Where is that at? Oh, yep, the license for lifetime. Yep, they just added it. $7. I have my lifetime hunting and fishing license.
That is so cool.
I only had to spend $50 to do the hunting education course.
That's where they
Even though
get
I've
you.
been hunting for 3 years.
That's where they always get you.
Yeah, little turds.
Because I remember
But
when
it's
I was a
fine.
kid and we would go to like Lake Travis or down here or something. My dad was just like, yeah, hold on. He'd leave, come back. All right, I got my license. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, I liked fishing Belton. Belton was one of the lakes that I really liked there.
Dude, right now our lakes are in such a bad shape. It's not even funny.
Would you like to upgrade to a durable hard plastic card? Display your license. Yes. They've got. Oh, I'm gonna get the card with the pheasants on it. Oh man, we've been seeing so many pheasants on our property, and we had saw 5 deer on the back end of our property. Yeah, 2 big does, a small doe, and 2 spikes.
Oh, we saw a little
And
baby buck the other day when we were driving. Like he had his fuzzies. He had his little like knob and a half going. It was cute.
yeah, I'm like, I can't. I'm like, go ahead, keep hanging out here, keep drinking from my stream and bedding down here. Wait until the fall, little guys. One of you will be in the freezer.
Damn.
I will be humane.
Hey, you sound like you properly get them. So that I
Oh
can
yeah, no,
fully
I don't. Yeah,
appreciate.
the last one that I got, it was done after 5 minutes. It laid down, and
Yeah.
that was it. And then, it has become many delicious meals.
Yum.
Backstrap and roasts and sous vide.
Dude, I was so sad. It's totally like half separate topics. So I keep telling Squish like when I go to Australia, I always wanted to pick up one of the birds. Hold on. Okay. They have the bird over there called a bin chicken. It is an ibis. It is cute. I love it. I wanted to pick one up, but evidently that would get me thrown in jail.
Yeah, see, here we have the pheasant, which is known as the ditch chicken. Because they like to be in the ditches of the road. And, well, I'll have to wait until the fall in order to hunt those. But soon.
You okay over there, Squish?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Just listen to the silly.
Yes.
Oh, this is really fun. When I was at the Renaissance Fair this year, the day we went like all as a group. So, I guess somebody who was working at the fair, they had their guinea fowl. And so just we're getting ready and all of a sudden just this freaking flock of guinea fowl just starts marching up and down the car rows. Like before anyone gets there. And I mean, it's this whole group and they're just over there yelling at everybody and it's the funniest thing.
I'm posting a picture of a bin chicken in the funny section.
Oh, yeah. That way Fudge can see the bin chicken.
I wanted to see the bin chicken.
I think I need another piece of Delio. Yep, that one's dead. He's putting it in the funnies, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he put it in the funnies.
I will look in the funnies. It is very pokey.
Silly
just-
ibis.
Just looks
Yeah,
like
it's like
it's
got
so
that
much fun.
that scythe nose going on there.
All the better for getting into bins.
All the better for eating the garbage.
'Cause you need
Oh,
the
yeah.
garbage.
For me, it was always I had my friends that lived in Melbourne and Adelaide, and they would talk about, they're always joking about drop bears. Yeah, my buddy Dave was like, yeah, you need to come here and visit us. And I'm like, everything there wants to kill you.
This is true.
Like, y'all got all the poisonous everything. But he was also the one to teach me one of my favorite funny sayings,
Mm-hmm.
which was, I didn't come here to fuck spiders.
It's true. Sometimes we just want a fair suck on the salve.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I'm glad all my stuff is done. All my transactions are complete. I get to go fishing with my wife this weekend.
Boop, boop.
I don't have to deal with any BS, and I don't have to ever worry about
Doing the BS
renewing my
again.
license. I don't have to worry about renewing my license because it is forever license.
Did you renew your license? I never gotta do it again, bitches.
Don't have to. Suck it, nerd. I am gonna print this though, so I can put it in my wallet for when we go.
That's a good
Just
idea.
waiting for my GoPro to get here, dude. I'm so excited. I'm like,
Dude, GoPros are so cool.
yeah, and I got it on, like, it's like a knockoff brand,
But still,
like,
it's a GoPro.
one with like really good ratings. And it was
Mhm.
like $99. Then it had a $20 coupon.
Ooh.
So I got a chest rig and the GoPro and all that stuff for like $104.
That is
And I was
not
like, yeah.
bad.
I'm like, this is great. They're like, oh, it can only record 2K video, and I'm like, that's fine. I don't have to be out here in high definition. I don't have that
Jeez.
kind of an audience yet.
You're like, look.
Your boy got 71 people that follow his YouTube channel. I don't have that kind of budget. I'm balling on a budget right now.
And there's just some things it's like, look, there's some things we don't need high def right now.
But if I catch a fishing,
Oh, if you catch a fish, that's all the pictures of the fish. Like, look at this thing.
look at this. This is mine. I'm gonna eat them later.
Alright, I will be right back, you guys. I'm going to go and do a super brush before I put the Resolene on this stuff. I will be right back.
Okie dokie.
I've never been a big fan of Resolene. I always find it to be so tacky. Like the texture. But it does end up giving it a nice kind of like semi-matte gloss, which is cool.
You got more pieces.
Take the pieces.
Bring them back.
Show them to us. Yeah, generally, like when I make my leather coasters, I'll only put a layer of Aussie wax on them instead, just to help with water repellency. Because I
Mhm.
kind of like the way that the water soaks into the leather. Like, I'm actually using a leather coaster right now. And it's like the water kind of sits on top and it leaves a little bit of rings to the leather, but I feel like just kind of having that aged look, like it's worn and weathered, is just kind of appealing to me personally.
Yeah.
It's like I like leather to tell a story.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you're using it, it's sort of,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
And that's the beautiful part
it's
about
up to
using
you,
the
like.
yeah, when you use the vegetable tan leathers, they all end up telling a story. Like I've had people that have been carrying wallets that I've made for over 5 years now, and to see like the rich patina that they've built up over time, and like to see like the areas of wear is just really like gorgeous to see, because every one of them is different. Like they all wear different depending on how they're carried or where they're touched, or it's cool. It tickles my tism. Especially the Italian leathers that I like to use. Those ones, the way that they age is just like incredibly gracefully, and the texture changes over time from kind of like a sort of like a light pebbly feel to just something that's really smooth and polished like marble. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Now let me message my wife. She'll gets off work in 18 minutes. Okay. Yeah, we are prepping to do a market in July, and she crochets and knits. And we just filled out all of our form and paid our dues to the market person, and they are very excited because they do not have a leather worker in their market, so I don't have to worry about competition. I can sell
As
my little
as
wallet
much
and
fun as it
trade.
is to see other people doing the trade, it is nice to have the
Oh,
field to
yeah, the
yourself.
last place that we lived, I had gone to a market and set up, and then the following year there was another leather worker. And then the following year, there was a leather worker that followed me and decided to join the market and then undercut all my prices.
Oh.
And he could do that because he was using significantly cheaper leather than what I was using. And so
Mm-hmm.
people were coming over to my stand after his, and they're like, "Oh, why is your stuff so expensive?" And I'm like, "Well, this is all full grain Italian leather. It comes from Italy. There's only one distributor in North America, and so, this is very high quality leather." And they're like, "Oh, well, this guy's got wallets over there for half the price." And I was like, seriously? I went over and was trying not to be hostile talking to him, because he's like, "Oh yeah, I follow you on Instagram and saw you were here, and so I saw if I could set up." And it's just like, you are a piece of crap.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, but now I live in the middle of nowhere in a town that has less than 1,000 people, and
I'm back, peoples.
welcome back. We've been
Hey.
doing small talk.
Hey, small
Yeah,
talk's good,
we
son.
just thought you were dead. We were just gonna carry the stream until the power went out.
Okay.
Yeah, we would've. But yeah, so I'm super excited to do this market and not have any competition. The only thing is I need to make probably some not as expensive wallets, because I don't know how many expensive Italian leather wallets I'll sell in a
fair.
very small farming community.
Mm.
Which is why I was looking to do more Western style wallets and get some veg tan from Herman Oak. Herman Oak is very lovely to work with, Baker. You would love it.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It's not a bad idea.
great.
Like, yeah, you're in a smaller area. Like, you probably wanna, if
Yeah.
it's the first market, like have a little bit of
Start small kind of thing.
Yeah,
like
because
a
my
bit
average
more of a
wallet right
variety.
now,
Yeah, because like there
yeah,
might be some
right
people
now,
who go, "Ooh, that's nice. I
yeah,
like that Italian wallet."
yeah, right now the Italian leather wallets range anywhere from like $40 to $90, and it's like,
Yeah.
I could make something a little more affordable, but also at the same time, I never ever want to sacrifice quality,
Exactly.
and so it's finding that happy medium.
Yeah,
So how do
second.
you like working with Resolene? Because I'm honestly not a huge fan of it.
Really?
No, I don't mind it. It I don't like so we were talking about that, like for my coasters, when I make
Mhm.
leather coasters, I prefer to just use Aussie wax
Yeah.
because I don't mind some of the water actually seeping into the coaster and leaving rings because I feel like it's kind of like
It kind of
like
gives
a
it.
like a wear and use look, a character.
Yeah.
Um, but I guess this is armor, and so you would want a little more like repellency to it.
Yeah.
But I've always found Resolene to leave a tacky feeling on the material.
Really?
Yeah, I've
Hmm.
not had. Well, I mean, and it could have just been I had a bad batch of Resolene.
Hmm. Basic finish should be dry and clean. Spray once. Apply Vaseline in long one-directional stroke to prevent tacky buildup. Is all it says.
Yeah, and that was the thing is like I did that. I was using disposable foam brushes
Yeah.
and putting it on in single strokes, but I still had like a tacky feeling when it was done. I think maybe I just had a bad batch.
Maybe. I hope it doesn't leave a tacky thing, because I'm about to put it on armor.
I'm not trying to put no juju on nothing. I just wasn't. I used it on one project. And I
Yeah.
was just like, oh, I don't like that.
Because, I mean, I have the EcoFlow stuff, but it's like,
Yeah.
I need something that's stronger.
Yeah. Especially for something that's gonna be worn.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm gonna throw. I think it also says like diluted a little bit too.
Yeah, and that's what I did do. I diluted mine. I did like
Yeah.
a 75-25 kind of dilution.
Yeah.
With the majority being the Resolene. Because
So.
I've used like polyacrylic and stuff before.
Yeah.
On like wooden coasters.
Mhm.
And so like I'm like, okay, this kind of has the same sort of texture and like viscosity as this.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like I ran into like a tacky feeling, and then like a very, like I didn't mind the finish
Mhm.
because I kind of like the slight like matte sheen. That it was like a very light sheen, like a light gloss, which I
Yeah.
thought looked nice. But yeah, it was just one of those things where I was just like, should this have this feeling to it where there's like a slight stick to my fingers touching it?
Yeah.
So I mean, like I ended up the project, I ended up giving it a light sand with like some 240 grit sandpaper. And
Yeah.
that kinda
Just
took the tackiness away, like it buffed it off. But then I kind of wondered about like the integrity of the finish.
Yeah. Let's see if I have. I know I have scraps around here.
I have a huge box of scrapes.
Me too. I'm just like, oh, I gotta get up in there. Hold on. I gotta move my
I need to
Sax
go.
out of the way.
We have a big issue with Japanese beetles here, and
Oh, no.
I've got so many of them in my workshop right now, just all over my countertop space. Like there's probably like 60 plus dead beetles on my countertop. I gotta go out there and vacuum them all off. I've just been mostly using the wood workshop over the leather shop
Yeah.
because we've been building planter beds.
Yes,
Fun
yes.
taking the wife out there. She was like, "Oh,
Shit.
well, I feel comfortable using a table saw. I don't think I'm gonna cut my fingers off now."
That's good. Oh, this definitely
Yeah.
smells a bit more than
Yeah, we were doing the Three Little Bears. The first planter box I made, the legs were too short, so I'm like, this one's too short, and then the second one, the legs were
This one's a
too
bit
long. So the third one's gonna be just right.
Exactly. That's how it always happens.
But so many of our veggies are sprouting right now. All of our cucumbers and our carrots and lettuce and cabbages. It'd be nice to make sauerkraut with my own cabbage.
Ooh. Dude, throw yourself some kimchi in there too.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know. I have a half a jar of kimchi in the fridge right now.
Dang, dang you.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things is to make some some kimchi. Either kimchi. Well, I'm not eating rice right now, which sucks.
Oh, for
But
the
I'm losing weight, which is
carb
great.
thing.
Yeah, no. In the last month, I've lost 23 pounds. But,
Damn. Good job.
yeah, yeah. It's just saying goodbye to the things you love, like beer and potato and rice. And,
There's a reason I am still floofy.
I'm still a floofy boy, but I'm like, you know what? It'd be nice to not be too floofy on my camping trip.
There.
But yeah, no, I was making like kimchi tuna rice was one of my faves to make during a lazy lunch time.
Yeah. All right, let's see how that feels before I go full ham on this.
Okay, I'm not trying to put any thoughts. I'm not
Oh
trying.
no. Actually, it's good to know because like I don't want to do all of my stuff and
Yeah,
then be
no,
like,
I know. And then
well,
have it all be
shit.
so gross. Yeah. Yeah, it's just my own personal experience, and like I said, it could have been a bad batch of Resolene.
Yeah,
Like,
so I mean, I would rather do this now than be like, shit. I gotta make these all over again, and my contract for it says it'll be delivered no later than like the 17th, and I really don't want to have to fucking rush
Yeah,
through these.
because
Okay.
I was doing a set of leather cuffs, like leather bracer cuffs,
Yeah.
and that's what I ran into. And then at that point, I was kind of just like, I don't think I want to make armor anymore. Because yeah, it was.
I mean,
it
if
was
I gotta
pretty-
use the Super Sheen, I will use the Super Sheen, but the Resolene I think would just look better with this particular armor.
Yeah, it does give like a nice kind of like semi-gloss shininess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just for me. It was also tacky, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's not good. I don't know if I trust you.
Yeah, I'll give that like what? Like 10, 15 to like dry most of the way, and I'll know
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it's
If you have
gonna
like
be.
a fan, if you have like a fan or something, that'll help expedite it.
Yeah. You know what? While that's drying, everyone likes opening card packs. Because I did get 2 Lord of the Rings ones, so we'll see what happens here.
They're not going to be as cool as the cards I got.
No, those are. I really want that one disguise one that looks like all of Tengen's wives. I need that card.
Let's see if you get a Tom Bombadil.
Right. All right. We got the art card because art card is cool.
Oh yeah, we love art cards.
Okay, it's in the frame. Yeah, art card.
Are you familiar with like Pokemon cards at all?
Relatively. Oh, him. Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped by like a budget shop near my supermarket, and they had like
Okay.
cardboard boxes of Pokemon cards for like $2.50, and I'm like,
Survivor.
I know these are probably going to be fake, but I just kind of want to rip.
Oh,
of
those
them.
cards.
And bought a couple. Got back home, opened up the cardboard box. It's just loose cards inside.
Mm.
I'll post one of them in the funny so you can see exactly
Ooh,
how
I got quick beam
low effort fake they are.
and the Balrog. Ooh, I got the Elven Chorus.
Where are you? Saved image.
What is
Oh, I love that borderless card that you just pulled out before the Balrog.
the quick beam?
Yeah, I love the borderless art cards.
Oh yeah, those are fantastic. For each haste, the Balrog Durin's Bane can be blocked. Dude, the Balrog's just great.
The Balrog is an awesome card. I think I've got one.
You like to top card your library at any
The
time.
artwork on it is just so gorgeous to look at too. And then like I'm a huge nerd with like the One Ring tabletop system.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have like Runes of the Lost Realm. I don't have the Mines of Moria, but I play it by myself because I live in the middle of nowhere and have.
Yeah.
No.
Cute.
Look
Yeah.
at the knockoff cards.
Uh-huh.
We used to have growing up
I like
in
this.
middle school, we had a Chinese food restaurant that was probably about 3 or 4 blocks away from our house, and they passed out with orders when they knew there were kids. they passed out orders
Ooh.
with knockoff booster packs of Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh no.
Well, see, I
And-
knew they were going to be fake, but I thought that inside the cardboard box they'd have it in a little foil pack, and I just wanted to rip the pack and sort of see how much effort they
Ooh.
put into the fakes.
Okay.
It's
Oh, yeah.
it's like untreated cardboard with the most ridiculous numbers, and I've found 2 or 3 cards in there that are in Spanish.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got Orc
Well, yeah,
Army.
for ours, they put a little more effort into them. They were in sealed foiled packets, but they were completely covered in English.
Oh no.
So my brother unlocked one, which was the Blue Eyes whited dragon,
Oh my gosh.
and then there was one that I got in my package, which was the dragon with blue eyes, and yeah, it was then there was Greedy Pot instead of the Pot of Greed, and and not Dark Magician but Black Magician. So it became a thing where
I'm thinking that guy from South Park right now.
we were trying to see how many times we could get
Ooh,
our
what the
mom to
fuck?
order Chinese food so that we could build bootleg Yu-Gi-Oh decks and fight each other.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that this
Years
came with...
years ago, one of the local toy shops was selling Pokemon cards, and they were fake, but they were at least like the names were the same, the numbers were the same. It was just that there was even like treated cardboard. It felt like real card, but the back, instead of being a blue, was almost like a light purple. I'm like, okay, these are fake, but I sort of expected the same thing, not pulling a Pokemon card that's telling me it has 60,000 health, and I'm like, I could probably drop that in a real game.
Okay, I'm
And I
loving
didn't even
these.
get
We
to
have...
crack open the foil pack, and that's all I wanted. I'm like, oh, this is just, there's gonna be a shitty foil pack inside this cardboard box. It's fine. No, just loose cards. Like, I just wanted to open up a foil pack. I miss it.
Ooh.
But I did get my full out Magic the Gathering Commander decks. They came in, and they're very nice. And way more expensive than they should have been.
So I have a Bubble Smuggler, a Tunnel Tipster, and a Frantic Scapegoat.
I'm sorry, can you say that first one again?
Bubble Smuggler.
That's
Bubble
amazing.
Smuggler.
Literally, it's a shiny ass octopus fish.
I don't know why
I
somebody
would
has to
just-
smuggle bubbles, but you know what? I'm down for it. I support your
I'm,
smuggling, little dude.
I'm just imagining different bubbles being smuggled. Just like, girls in Gymshark shorts.
Oh my gosh.
I was imagining an octopus in a trench coat, just like, you need bubbles. I got bubbles.
Fair dues.
No, the Frantic Scapegoat, he has like a dossier style card, which is fucking fantastic. And he just looks so psycho. Oh, I love it. These cards, I swear, they come with some funny ass shit.
I don't think I still remember like Innistrad was one of the ones that was around when I was collecting Magic the Gathering.
I have not drank as much of my energy drink as I thought I have. Crap.
Are you not feeling very energized? Slime against humanity. I love it already.
No. So I haven't been sleeping too great, and so I've been trying to make sure I drink my energy drinks earlier in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 glasses on my desk. One is ice water, and the other one's an energy drink. And I didn't realize that my energy drink glass is still half full, and it's 3 o'clock. But we get energy drink mixes from Gamer Sups.
Oh, I got a shiny island.
So my energy drink flavor is anime girl thighs.
Wait, hold on. Did you say anime girl thighs?
Yes.
I mean, that's the best bit. But, of course,
It's delicious.
Ooh.
It tastes kind of like a sort of like a creamsicle pop.
You know what? I'm just going to hold my dirty jokes. You can probably imagine what I'm going to say, and we're just going to leave it at that.
We have a lot of flavors though. We have that. We have Blowhole Blast, which is actually a Shy Lily flavor.
Okay.
Crusaderade, which is Swagger Souls flavor.
Swagger souls.
Sploosh,
Oh my gosh.
which is really
Seriously?
good. It tastes like a creamy peach flavor.
Mm-hmm.
But then they have a bunch of other goofy ones. They have one for Cotton Gaming. They have one for Pestily. There's another one called Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000.
What the fuck?
Yeah, if you haven't checked out Gamer Sups, you really should. They have amazing flavors.
It depends on what sweetener is in it. That's my only thing.
I'm keto and I can drink these. There's no they don't put sugar in them.
Does it have acetylphane, potassium, or aspartame is the question.
Oh, let me look for you.
Because if it has either one of those, I can't drink them.
Maybe you're lucky. It could just be straight up rat poison.
Yeah, you know what? I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
You know
Hey, look,
what?
it tastes good,
Rat
it tastes good,
poison,
right?
whatever. I like my cyanide, guys. Come on, you know. Hey
I like
guys,
that burn when I'm
JoJo's Bizarre
finished.
Adventure flavor.
what?
Yeah, JoJo's Ocean Stone Fruit.
Oh my god. Hey guys, do you want a red herring?
Let me hit the nutritional chart.
Sure.
Look at the card.
They're erythritol.
Okay.
Red herring.
There's a ton. That might be okay.
It's red herring.
It's a red herring.
Scooby Doo.
Crime Stopper Sprite.
Yeah, these are delicious though. And they have a nighttime drink which has got magnesium glycinate in it.
Ooh.
It's called AFK. It's delicious. It tastes like a melted strawberry banana milkshake.
Okay. Dude, I love the art on
So-
these cards. Like, it is freaking amazing.
You will love the art on these Gamer Subs containers. I will post this in the funny section. So
I need to
You
have a look at
should.
what pesos look like.
What pesos look like?
Queso. Queso has a big
Oh.
gamer jug.
Oh, I thought you
And of
said
course
pesos. I'm like, okay.
Of course, the little thing that they put up is the Shy Lily one.
Oh my gosh. Let me look real quick.
Yeah,
And then
my
I'll
wife
poke it.
refuses to let me because GamerSups also sells shaker bottles, but they have ones called waifu cups, and she refuses to let me get one.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah,
She's
the
like,
waifu
you
cups
can't
are
get a waifu
interesting.
cup.
Oh my.
Oh my. A wonderful waifu cup.
Look, that's only acceptable if you also have one of those wrist supports for your mouse that are interestingly shaped, let's just say.
Oh, yeah. I would like to do that. However, I'm not that much of a weeb.
All right.
I-
Card interlude aside,
Okay, there is a flavor called Grandma's Ashes. Love it.
Let's touch it.
Yeah. How's it feel?
not bad actually.
Okay. Yeah. As far as flavors go, I can attest to Blowhole Blast being delicious. Chug juice.
There's one called
Crusader
Copium.
Age, Sploosh. What are other ones here? Oh yeah, Copium.
This one just called Good.
Lean.
Oh my
Lean is pretty
gosh.
good too. I haven't tried Sigma Brain, but I would
Oh
like.
my
Yeah, I was
lord.
looking at Sigma Brain.
I heard that Brand Risk is also really good. Anime Girl Thighs is delicious.
I mean,
The Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000 is actually pretty good too. I got a taster pack of
Mhm.
that, so you can actually just get a sampler pack.
Okay.
This is
See how you
Stephen
like
He's emotional damage flavor.
Oh my gosh.
The thing is that they all taste great. Like we normally do 2 scoops because I think it's 100 milligrams of caffeine per scoop.
Yeah.
But they're like micro scoops. Like they don't have artificial anything. They don't have like a whole bunch of extra fillers in them. They're just
Mhm.
like the flavor. But yeah, like you buy a tub, there's 100 servings, it's $40. For me, I use the checkout code Tom,
Mhm.
which gets you 10% off because there's a guy I follow on um, YouTube called Turkey Tom. And yeah, so Chug Juice is what he was like. Yeah, this is the best flavor. I have 3 tubs of Chug Juice, and it tastes like a blue Kool-Aid jammer.
Okay.
Like, if you've ever had a Kool-Aid jammer, or if you've ever drank like the blue barrel juices as a kid,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it tastes like.
Ooh.
It's like every time I drink it, it's just like nostalgia. I'm just like, oh, this is delicious. And then it's like, I'm also giving you caffeine, and I'm like, oh, thank you. Well, bless your heart.
Oh man, we went. So the hub and I went to a Brazilian steakhouse, the other day, and we had this mixed drink. Holy shit! Let me tell you, that bitch was good. It was like a alcoholic coffee.
Okay, was it like a Kahlua kind of based drink,
No, like it had like we got the one that had like a frangelico in it, but it had like all sorts of stuff. Oh, we got another friend. Who we got coming in? It's a wasp.
You can't
a
prove it.
waltz.
We got a wasp.
Prove it.
Oh, a waspy weenie.
He goes,
Hello.
Hello there,
hello.
waltz.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
You come
How
to
are you
join
doing,
the hangout while I polish leather stream.
Are you streaming?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
How are you doing, buddy?
dang yeah. Doing good.
Wells is like,
Yep.
fine, I won't cause chaos today.
I've been
Yeah.
keeping track of all the chaos going on in South Africa.
Dude.
Oh yeah.
Not trying to turn to anything political. Just saying.
Well, the problem is all of it is. That's the issue with it. I hate the fact that I have to tiptoe around it, but I can't talk about any of it because it constitutes as essentially that.
Yeah.
Oh, just from
Yeah,
So-
your country
I've just been happy
standpoint.
to be able to. I've been happy to be able to pop into your streams and see your streaming.
Yeah.
I'm fine. We're fine. Yeah, there's probably some things that aren't that bad, but it's like everything. The divisiveness is all just it's political, so I just stay away from that topic.
Yeah.
Mainly due to Twitch's the way Twitch has been handling stuff as well, because it's
Yeah.
if you do
Not
end up
optimal.
talking too much about it, or if you make most of your content based off of it, you don't get ad revenue,
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
before
which is
Right.
surprising because there's yeah.
How
before-
has your X4 campaign been going?
Tearing my hair out because economically I'm just losing a lot of money, but also gaining a lot of money, so I can't really tell. That's the thing that's driving me nuts. It's like a programmer's problem where it's not working. Why isn't it working? Oh, it's working. Why is it working? You're always trying to figure out why something is doing what it is doing, and
It's
It can
why
be
I'm
frustrating.
So loath to get back into it.
yeah, I'm just waiting for The other thing is I usually don't get involved in the economic side of the game.
Oh, I do.
But this time I had to because how else am I gonna mass manufacture large ships to stop the enemy from advancing?
Yeah.
Because I think I need to get to a point where I replace industry in some locations. I might have to relocate or just build new solar stations somewhere else and make more money off of that, and then just buy more ships. Currently, until I can just manufacture them myself.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like even if you
Okay.
fix the money problem, you still have more problems. And
More
that problem
money,
is
more
access to
problems.
ships. Yeah, it's mostly just access to ships. Because the mod doesn't work the same way as the normal vanilla. You just have to like get better reputation. Then they'll say, hey, we'll give you a promotion, and then they give access to all the stuff. In this case, like, you have to build a station, the station has to be profitable, and it only has to be trading with the one that you're trying to make a relationship with, in order to give them a certain amount. You have to create a certain amount of profit in their territory with them for you to be considered a citizen, and then they give you a promotion, and then they just hand you a bunch of licenses instead of just you buying them individually. They just give you a bunch of stuff. So I became like an admiral because my relationship with them was like 20 something, 26 or 29 or something.
Excuse me,
And
Caesar.
they just make me an admiral and just give me all the licenses for the ships and stuff because I built the station in their sector, and they started making money. That's the only reason. Because if I just didn't build the station, I wouldn't have gotten anything. I wouldn't got a promotion. So it's like it makes a little bit more sense because you're trying to contribute to their economy. So therefore, you're seen as a boon to their economy. Therefore, they will give you the privileges and your perks and stuff with it. Versus the other game is just like, hey, you just do enough jobs for the corporation, and you can just promote. They just promote you. I don't know. Like one is a bit easier, one is a little bit more tedious. So I have to get involved in the economy in order to get access to stuff, which is not a bad thing, I guess. Forcing the player to get involved in it, that way you can learn how to do it. But at the same time, I don't always want to because it's sometimes a gamble. You could like completely stifle demand by just fulfilling all the needs, and then your money goes down, or you don't make enough. So it's oh well.
Yeah, I did that in my last game, which is why I'm kind of like slow to want to play it again.
Hmm. Yeah,
But I'm very excited about the diplomacy.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that to come out.
Yeah, I'll probably wait on that before I get back into the game again.
Yeah. Now I can look at Baker's hands.
Yeah. Like look at that.
Sponge.
Like look at her work on those pieces. That looks so good.
Sponge.
I am not much for doing any sort of carving work or anything. Like I am really bad at it. So I mostly stick with like embossing
Sponge.
stamps.
That's so
But
good.
I
That's so good.
I always love looking at somebody else in the craft and seeing like how they do. It's always fascinating to me.
Yeah.
And I love that you always post these updates in my Discord channel because I love seeing your projects.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I mean, it's so much more different than what I do because I'm just like, I make wallets and trays, and you're like, I'll make an armor, and I'm like, I used to do that, but then I failed a lot.
Trust, it's taken a lot to get. Why do I have yellow in these? That annoys me. I shouldn't have yellow. I might have to take a brush to it. I think I have a brush somewhere. Where's a brush?
But are your designs like carving and like hand stamping work?
No, they got sent by the artist that got commissioned, and
Oh,
then
so
I
he sent-
traced it, and then I went in and by hand.
Yeah. That's it. So yeah. So he sent you the designs, and
Yeah.
so you like, yeah. See that is where I suck at right there. Like I have some really good stamping tools. Like I bought some of like Sergey Nestromsky's tools.
Yeah.
Where, yeah, his work is amazing. I've actually had a couple of custom pieces done by him. But yeah, like doing the actual hand carving and hand tooling, I am very bad at.
It
So I
definitely
always
gets to your
appreciate seeing
hands.
somebody else. Yeah. Like I have a really good friend who's actually in the hospital right now, who runs a shop called Black Forest Leather, and
Mhm.
he's been in the game for like the last 25 years.
Ooh.
The work that he does is insane. Like he's done motorcycle seats, he's done all
Ooh.
kinds of stuff. Beautiful, like Japanese inspired stuff. He did a motorcycle seat with Japanese brass lantern
Oh, damn.
and like an oni mask. And yeah, I mean and then that he was one who I started talking to him, and I wanted to try to apprentice under him, but we ended up moving.
Yeah.
But yeah, like his work is just insane. And then you find other people online, and you're just like, how the hell did you get this good? I don't know if you've seen, but there is actually a new tool on the market,
Ooh.
which is a leather tattoo gun.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, if you've not seen anything about it, I will shoot you a link about it. It's a very interesting tool. It's especially.
I mean, leather is just
for
a
doing.
skin. I mean.
Hmm. So this is like something for doing your outline, like doing like that, like doing your outlining work and everything. It is a
so much
machine
easier.
somebody made.
Lazy
So-
says that's double kinky sounding.
I mean,
Meanwhile, the closest thing I've ever done to leatherworking is punching a hole in a belt with a screwdriver.
you know what? That's more than some people will ever do. That's
Oh,
what that
my
was my
seat
first
got
introduction
stolen.
to leatherworking. I punched a hole in my belt because I was too lazy to go buy another one.
Yep.
It's
I
like
got
it's a
working a
perfectly
little bit and
good belt. I mean, just put a hole in it.
I don't have time to go and buy a belt before work. Let me just see if I got a screwdriver.
Uh-huh.
Yep, that
And now
works.
now I sell fitted belts. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
how are you feeling? You feeling confident? You gonna stay on your diet? Well, here's a fitted belt.
Mm-hmm.
It has 2 inches out and 2 inches in, so
Mhm.
it's good for summer and for Thanksgiving.
That should be your marketing thing. I sell Thanksgiving ready belts.
Oh yeah, no, that I did. That was a goofy thing that I did for a minute. And then I had my cigar rest commercial that I did on Instagram a while ago. I was like, "Are you a little girly man? You smoke stogies?
You need
Buy
that.
my cigar rest.
You need
Come on,
cigarettes.
buy my cigar rest. Do it now."
Dude, I would have paid so much money. Arnold Schwarzenegger sees that and he goes, "Hey, I'll do it for you."
Come on, smoke me. I'm here.
Oh, that'd be so great.
Yeah. I think it's so awesome that Chris Pratt is like his son-in-law. It's so
I
funny.
did not understand that until like when I was
And-
like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah, it's so funny. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, I speak German." It's just like, what?
German, that's not the okay, fine. Cool.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Leather and pain, damp. Look, lazy. I'll say the word again. $4 don't save you from the word.
Spanking?
No. Even better.
Oh.
Even better.
Just over here being vanilla fudge.
No, it's I don't have Patty and Lola over here to join me in the trolling of the lazy on that one.
Yeah, that rose design is awesome. So
Yeah.
so is this for the pauldron?
These are for the shoulders, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that looks so good.
Dude, that and he got I love the skull design he got. He's very into like the skulls and roses and thorns and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks so good. Your work is good. And like, are you using a swivel knife?
Yeah, that was swivel knife and beveling tips.
Dude, I think my problem is that I have a really shitty swivel knife. It was like one that came in an Amazon kit.
Yeah, I got
And-
the more expensive one from. I didn't get like their premium one from Tandy's, but I got like the next best one from like the basic. Oh, let me tell you, that thing is so much better.
Yeah, so like I bought a Master Tools round knife, and that was like, oh shit, this
Oh,
is a
yeah.
knife. This mug is sharp as hell, and
Mhm.
it can cut on a dime. And I absolutely love using it for like bigger projects, or even just like, so like when I'm making my valet trays,
Oh yeah.
I use a swivel knife because it can get that tight turn into the corner of the tray.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Walsp. I don't know if I've missed it or not, but have you tried that Quarantine Zone game?
Oh, that game is good.
Which quarantine zone?
The demo?
Yeah, the demo for
Yeah, I think I
Quarantine
have.
Zone.
Dude, I love that game.
Quarantine
Is
Zone,
it,
the last check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did do a demo for that. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, I don't know if
Oh,
I missed it or not, and so I had to
yeah.
make sure you've done it.
I'm looking forward to that. Honestly, it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like.
There
Feel
were
eh
things about it that I wasn't a huge fan of. I wasn't a big fan of the resupply.
Yeah, that
I found that to be quite tedious.
Yeah.
that
Yep.
and also I was like, for ease of like doing it, like some of the things like the red bruise looked almost too similar to just like necrosis in some
Yes,
instances.
I
I was
agree.
like, I know it's not supposed to be easy, but like add like a
I had a
border or something to it, to make it just a
I
little
had
bit discernible.
I had a few people come through that I didn't see anything on. They were like, "Oh, they were zombies," and I'm like, "Uh, they passed the
Oh.
screening. They didn't have any
UV light.
bruises or cuts or
I
yeah.
had
Oh,
it
I
was
did the
the
UV
UV
too.
light.
I did the UV too, and
Huh.
I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, they didn't have like any respiratory issues. They didn't have any of this. Like,
Did they have possessions?
no, it wasn't. It was before that part of the game.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
it
no, the
gets
possessions
sneaky
ones,
before
yeah,
that. Like some of them get really sneaky.
yeah.
They
But now that
they
I
make
like the premise.
like people who don't look sick at all, who don't have any evidence that they are sick, that they make them sick, and the ones that are look clearly very sick are just get healthy over time.
Yeah.
It's odd sometimes, but I think for the demo, I think it's staged. It's not random. Hopefully it's not
Honestly,
because of the
probably.
same because with what was it called, Contraband Police.
Mm-hmm.
If you play the main campaign, there are certain people in the line, the Congo line of people that you have to check through, who have specific stories to them or specific
Mm-hmm.
stuff, so they're scripted to be a specific way.
Okay.
So I don't know. Like I don't know if they're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has like a degree of cookie cutterness to it. But
Yeah.
I do feel like it does have, like, in its own merit, it does have something else going for it.
I'm hoping it's
I
just
do like
because
that.
it's a demo and they
Yeah.
only want to put so much. So as it develops,
Yeah.
I definitely want to keep an eye on
I made
it.
sure to fill out the survey like post game
Yeah.
and kind of like, hey, like this is what I liked about it. This is what, like, as somebody coming from like a previous like games journalism
Yeah.
background, I was like, hey, yeah, like these things I liked, these things I didn't like. Here's why not.
Yeah.
So I just I try to do my due diligence on it.
Well, that and also my thing was for like the evacuation and stuff, like do make a mode maybe so that you don't have to do that camera, because I know some people who they would not be able to handle the camera for the drone.
Yeah, that camera was not very good.
It during the evacuation, because it made me feel almost like I was trying to fight him upside down.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so happy that somebody else saw it that way. That's exactly
Yeah.
what I felt.
So I was like, I get where you're going. I love the premise, but you need to have like an accessibility for that one.
Yeah.
They just need to have a mode where it's just the checking people part. If I'm sitting down for a half hour, I don't want to have to worry about evacs. I don't want to have to worry about resupplying and distributing stuff. I just want to sit down, grab some tools, and possibly kill everybody by accident.
You're the front desk guy.
Yeah.
You're not
I feel like
management, right?
I feel like that could be layers of the game. I feel like you could pick an easier
mode.
layer and then just have that be that mode. Like, hey, you're just that examiner guy. Or if you want to do a more realistic playthrough, then you could be doing like further.
If the base needs to be resupplied and I've made sure that the base is enough money because I'm doing my job right, just resupply it.
Yeah, like
Just
make
take
it
it
so
out of my
that you
deck.
do your like you pay. Do I have enough people guarding the fences? Do I have enough of this? Do I have enough of that? Cool. Okay. Do I pay the money? Make sure we're stocked. Make sure everyone's ready. Awesome.
There's a dude sitting on the crates in the warehouse doing nothing. How about I pay you to fucking move the thing for my
Exactly.
Like, why are you sitting there? Just do it. I'm giving you $500.
Well,
500 bucks is 500 bucks.
from a military standpoint,
No.
let me tell
Oh.
you about that guy sitting
Oh yeah,
there
from
on
a
the crate.
from a military standpoint.
But
that's
just like
whole
he's
different
doing a
story,
very
but-
important job.
My
Sir,
boy,
I
yeah,
can see that.
he's tactically guarding the yeah, he's not shamming. No, he's making sure that things are
E4 Mafia inside of your base during a zombie apocalypse.
Hey, look, man, E4 Mafia
Oh,
till I die, baby.
Gonna
Okay?
teach you how to sham.
Look, I knew all about being a master samurai. Okay,
See, that's what happens. That's what
I had
happens.
a black belt in Shamshido.
I see.
Although I was
Yeah.
I got corporal while I was in, so I was a junior non-commissioned officer, so I still
Okay.
had some responsibilities.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. That
Yeah,
yellow.
what about
But when an E4 is always an E4.
I got
Mhm.
one of my buddies who made corporal. He's in the U.S. Army, but I talk to him sometimes. I haven't asked him about any shamming in his unit, but it would have been funny if I did.
He's
'Cause
like,
he's
there's
one of
no
those-
shamming. But what do you mean shamming? There's
Shamming is-
nothing. Mm-mm.
Scamming is prevalent.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
a
just
thing we
that
don't talk
it's
about.
either you know or you don't know. It's only for
Mhm.
those who do know.
You're like, oh, I'm working an 8-hour day, so you mean I'm working a 4.5-hour day?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Caesar, I love you, but
Oh.
you're gonna need to move. I need to sit
Man,
down.
I really gotta take this paperwork over here. It's gonna take me an hour and a half to go 20 minutes away and get this paperwork done and not smoke 4 cigarettes and
You have to
drink a
account
Red
for
Bull.
traffic on base. You know, always account for traffic on base.
Oh, it was walkable distance.
No, you always account for traffic on base.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way the military works. It was so funny. I was watching a video about that. And somebody was complaining about their time in the military. Like, oh, all this stuff. And a guy who had retired out, he had been like retired out. He had 25 years. He's like, let's break this down, really. He's like, yeah. He's like, you're complaining. He's like, we're not gonna count PT. We're not gonna count you waking up to exercise because people should exercise anyway. But he's like, we're gonna look at what your normal times are, and he's like, yeah, let's be honest. You work 6.5 hours a day, and you're bitching about it.
Oh yeah. It could be far worse.
Yeah.
And it's also like, and it's also to take into account, right? Like, wartime military versus peacetime military, a completely
Yeah.
different beast.
Mhm.
When how things
Yeah,
get
oh,
done and
yeah.
how much rush time you have. Like the guys who deployed in early 2000, like their time in the army, like how much training they were given versus the people who were doing peacetime training.
Yeah.
Like it's not the same. It's not the same. So so
Yeah.
if and it really depends. It really depends. So it's kind of annoying when you get the one guy who's like he's like 25 years in the army. He's probably seen some wartime and peacetime, like in terms
Yeah.
of drills and stuff. So he
Ooh.
can kind of be a more balanced and give you an unbiased opinion on like the whole system. But you can also just get the guy who's there for like 2 years and he's like he's like crying
See,
about
like-
every little thing. Like,
Yeah.
Oh hey, Fudge and Wasp! I gotta show you my new PNG character that I got from Ven.
Let's see.
I put her on screen.
Let me refresh.
Oh, let me refresh.
Make
I'm
sure.
in a commercial right meow.
No, I got
Like,
48 seconds. Brr.
Oh, look
I
at that.
see, okay, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 37. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, there's a little squish down there too.
Here, I'll make her a little bit bigger.
It's a little squish.
I got
Little
Squish. I got both partners, and I got my kiddo.
My
Cause I
little
got the
sweet
little
potato.
potat.
Sweet potato, cover your ears.
You
Oh,
got
n-
your peasant. You got your peasant with your potato.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Beautiful.
it. It looks so good.
Cause the kind of the
job.
joke is with because the young one she's a senior this year. We're going into next year,
Oh,
so she's about to graduate, and she's like, "Stick a fork in me, I'm done." I'm like, "All right, cool, bet."
There you go.
yeah,
So
Yeah,
no,
now you got
that's
spear.
oh,
I love Ven's work.
but,
Oh my gosh.
but yeah, no, what you
I'm
were
glad. I'm
saying,
glad I got to recommend them to you.
Hmm.
yeah, what you were saying though, for sure, Walls was yeah, like man, it's the wartime versus the peacetime. Like man,
Yeah.
the NCOs that I had a chance to serve before all the BS, like they were honestly some of the better NCOs because they had time to actually go through like good training
Hmm.
and get like yeah, because when I came in 2008, like they were cutting schools and
Oh,
cutting training and
jeez.
all this stuff, and like literally when you became an E5, when you became a sergeant, you would have to go to a school and it was like 3 months long, and for when I was in, they cut it down to 4 weeks,
Jeez.
and they tried to condense all that stuff into a 4 week training. And
Good
then when I was
gosh.
deployed in Afghanistan, they turned it into a PowerPoint that you had to go through.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
and
I've heard of that.
I was forced to go through it, and I'm like, you took all of the most important training and you turn it into a slideshow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that yeah, and you lost all confidence in any of your NCOs that were from that era because
Hmm.
they were PowerPoint leaders.
Yeah.
They had no training.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about it. It's like I said, it really depends, right? Like that's something to actually complain about because that's like during a really, like really stressful time
Yeah.
because you're expected to perform in a life or death situation,
With
and now you're just
next
getting
to
a
no.
you're getting
Yeah,
PowerPoint presentation training.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. The
Like that's
person
not.
I'm looking to make sure that I'm going to be okay has gotten a PowerPoint presentation to tell me, hey, here's 3 slides on how to make sure that your soldiers are okay.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
they breathing? Yes, you're fine.
So yeah, it's a disgusting system. Now I'm hoping that they're gonna kind of come out of it soon, but
Well,
I
we'll
don't see it.
see. Because my daughter,
Uh,
she's looking at going into the Army
Yeah.
Reserve in the next few
Well,
years. So,
I mean, my brother-in-law is deployed right now,
oh
and
no.
like,
Sir,
Hopefully.
I can't feel my legs. That's because your arms
yeah,
have been blown off.
he's about to be done.
Damn.
He's National Guard. When
Yeah.
he gets back, he's done with his service contract, and he's got a really good job lined up to take care of my
Nice.
sister and their kid. Um, so it's just the state of the military is a topic I don't want to go too deep on because I
Yeah.
don't want to get
Yeah,
too much into
that's fine.
politics. But yeah, there needs to be a heavy restructure to things. But yeah, even for me, when I was in, like when I got out in 2013, there was a lot of problems. There was a ton of problems, and a lot of it had to do with just leadership as a whole, or lack thereof at the time, because
Yeah.
we were in a wartime military. We were in a military where we were having casualties and having issues, and we were
Oof.
having to bring things to a more shortened time frame in order to meet quotas.
Oof.
But
All right.
Archer, what are you doing? Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna take these smelly ass dogs out so they stop.
Douche.
Yeah, he just licked my calf.
Like, Dad,
I
Dad,
will
Dad.
be right back.
Dad.
Dad, let me out.
Well, that would definitely get my attention if something just suddenly licks my calf.
Yeah,
Like,
it was pretty gross. I'll be back in a minute.
okay. Well, there went that. Cool. Bye bye, sponge. I make another one. Yeah.
Oh no.
Hmm?
What happens if you're stuck in the Matrix? What if you have to go to the bathroom? Whatever you do in the Matrix, you do in real life. Oh no.
Oh, that's
Oh no.
terrifying.
That would be like you're like sleepwalking in real life. How could you?
Matrix is an interesting place.
There used to be a very old gem Matrix game
Mm-hmm.
back in the early 2000s, and
I
back
remember
then
that
you could
game.
still you could did you know that you can play that game back then in 1080 on an Xbox?
What?
Yeah.
That's
That was
nuts.
surprising. But the tech of that game was pretty ahead of its time,
Mm-hmm.
from considered most games. But it was very janky on its own.
Yeah, that checks.
For some reason, like in my head, I've got it's called it's not the Matrix Awakens. If I'm looking for like old Matrix game, Google old Matrix game. Where is it? What is it called?
You're gonna be like, who you calling old?
Yeah, I'm calling you old. It's ancient.
Oh no, we were at the banquet for theater for Potat. So this kid, it's the juniors where they do their traditions and everything. And so, mind you, all the parents are sitting out in the audience, right? He
Mhm.
says, "Oh, these old lockers from like the 70s and 80s." We are all looking at this kid. He goes, "Oh, I mean, like 60s, 50s." And we're like, "Keep going, kid. You are just digging your grave."
Old.
And he's like, these super old lockers. And we're all just sitting there like, did this kid just call us all super old?
Yeah. Yeah, you're super old. You're a hag status now. I'm just kidding.
Look, after work some days I feel like I've hit hag status. I've bypassed crone to hag because I try to stand it.
I
I'm like,
think
eh.
I think at this point that is a status effect more than an actual reality.
I feel ancient.
He's back.
That's fine.
I'm back.
Like
yes.
he's
I
just
feel ancient.
he's just 25, works in IT department. You know, he looks like he's 60.
My
Look, the
body
thing that
is-
made me feel
my
old was
body
when
is
I
a
was at
decade
work
older.
and people were like, "Oh, you're in your 20s, right?" And I was like, "No,
Oh,
no,
my
I
sweet
wasn't.
summer child.
I'm like in my 30s," and they're like, "Oh, wow." And it's like,
Yeah.
Thanks.
"How old are you?" And they're like, "I'm like 2 months away from 16," and I'm like, "Mate, you weren't even born when I started working here."
My
Yeah.
"Oh,
my
really?
wife
Like, yes.
my wife was
My-
working on an Air Force base, and we ended up making friends with some of her coworkers. Well, a couple of them came over to our house,
Oh no.
and I made dinner. And this kid named Logan, which we all nicknamed Space Cadet,
Oh no.
because yeah, he had
Mhm.
he was there. He was there, but he wasn't checked in. He was
Lights were on, but no
we were
one was
hanging-
home.
Yeah, we were hanging out, and we were talking about things, and he's like, bro, have you ever heard of a band called, have you ever heard of a band called, oh shit, how did he put it? He's like, oh man, there's
NSYNC?
this really old, he's like, there's this really old band that sounds really good. They're called Deftones. Have you ever heard of them?
Oh
Oh,
my goodness.
And I said,
I would end this
yeah,
child.
I've been listening to Deftones since I was in middle school.
I would end this child.
And he looked at me with the straightest of faces, and he says, "Oh, you're that fucking old?"
Jeez. You know. Yeah.
So later on in the house, when I was talking to the other people in the Air Force about combatives
Mm.
and fighting training, I picked Logan to be my dummy, and then I choked him out.
Good.
Good. Oh, that's fantastic.
Good. Karma.
I was like, bro, like, yeah.
It's like we're gonna show this kid
it's,
now.
It's the 29th today. In 6 days. Well, actually, no, because it was just 30. It's 31 days. In 7 days, I will be 36 years old. And I was like, look here, motherfucker.
I was like,
At
are
the
you
time, I was
saying
like
that's
20
you
I was
now? Because I'm gonna be like, oh
Yeah.
wow.
No. This was like 5 years ago, and he's like, I didn't know you were that old. And I'm like,
I was about to say I'm older than Fudge. Oh my gosh.
no. I'll be 36 in 7 days. Or, yeah.
So it's almost your birthday.
Wait, you're only
June
about to
5th.
be
Getting there.
36?
June 5th.
Oh, I'm fucking old.
Wow.
What? No, you're not.
I'm 38.
What? You a baby?
No, that's what her husband calls her.
Baby.
Look, if
Baby
he ever
is-
actually said that to me, I would probably cringe so hard you guys would feel it everywhere in the world, okay?
What is
Yeah,
that?
Lady,
What is the
Lady
tingling
Fudge is a year
feeling?
older than me. Her
What is
her
that
birthday's the
tingling cringe
31st.
feeling?
Well, it's like I just suddenly got disturbance in the force.
Yeah, Lady
sounds
Fudge
gross.
turns 35 on the
Oh
31st,
my gosh.
and then I'm 36. So
Yeah, I'm older than my husband. I'm older of, I think I'm older than Josh by a smaller margin.
We're all old.
I was born in '88.
Yeah, nope, I'm older than you. Born in
I'm probably
87.
the youngest one here.
Are,
Yeah,
are,
I'm,
you,
I am the
are
youngest
you
one.
younger than 36?
Yes.
Then yeah.
yo,
The youngest one.
Listen here, you youngsters. Let me tell you back in the time.
tell me
Back
about
in-
dial-up, Grandma.
It
I
was a
remember
pain in the
dial-up,
ass.
I
Back
remember
in my
dial-up.
day,
Oh
the
my
internet
God.
used to scream in your ear when you tried to use it.
And look. Oh, and then God forbid you had a phone near it. Like, oh shit, phone call. How do you know that?
I remember my mom yelling at me, "I have a call coming in. Get
Get
off
off the internet.
It's pretty funny.
Oh, my
I was
dad.
like, you have a cell phone. Why can't they call you there?
It's
a
not the
work
night.
phone."
Yeah. It's not after 6.
I remember having my Fab 5 on T-Mobile.
Oh no! Remember the old MySpace, and you had your top 5 or top 10, and the
Oh,
drama you could
bro.
cause.
I remember my girlfriend being super pissed because she was my number 2 in my top 10. She's like, "Why am I number 2?" I'm like, "Because he's my best friend, and he's never going to leave me or cheat on me."
All right, I'm gonna switch
And
over
she
to
was
just
like,
chatting
I would
for
never
a
do
few.
that.
'Cause...
And then 3 weeks later, she cheated on me.
No.
I was like, "Yeah, you a hoe. You in number 2 spot."
And this is why you're number 2. Deuces.
Goodbye, bitch. Now let me throw on my angsty songs at the top.
Gotta throw on your Evanescence. Wake me up
Medic droid.
inside.
For sure, maybe. For sure, not. I just saw a post the other day talking about UKF dubstep songs that are turning 15 years old, and I was
Oh,
like,
no.
"Oh my fucking
No.
soul!"
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I was not ready for this.
You know, like when the age of new metal, and a lot of the new metal songs today are just radio rock.
Yeah.
It's the thing is, right? It's the same thing. It's kind of the same problem with Cobain's music. Nirvana music was always radio rock. It's just, if you look at the musical classification and all that stuff, but it's just like how everybody uses it. They all use it the same way.
Yeah.
Which, I think the thing that pissed me off about
Which would make him
music.
cringe.
Yeah, which would make him cringe, but like, Yeah, it's the same with grunge. There's a lot of bands that did grunge, but grunge came out of Nirvana music basically, and that was just radio rock. That was it. That's the worst part. But the thing that annoyed me the most is when they have like these awards, right, for certain genres, and they start putting music into the awards category for that genre that aren't from that genre to begin with, and you can clearly hear it's not the same. Like, this is not rock music, and then they're putting it as like, oh, you won the award for best rock music of the year, but it's not a rock band. It's not rock music. It's like alternative. It's like something that's not even. They don't even play like the traditional amount of instruments for a rock song. So I don't know. It's like the only nitpick I think I have with that stuff. Because I listen to all kinds of music. It's fun to find new bands, and then like Bloodywood from like the indie metal from India. That shit's really good. I'm very very happy I found some of those exotic
Well, I've
different
heard
kinds
some
of music.
mashups between like classical and like Middle Eastern. There's this one that I think
Oh
has
yeah.
like a hurdy-gurdy and a didgeridoo, and they sound really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, hurdy-gurdy is the poor man's violin, but it
I have,
makes a unique sound.
yeah, I have listened to the craziest gamut of music because I'm a little ADHD goblin, and I'm just like, let's find. I'm like, oh, is this Turkish anti-communist rap metal? Okay, here we go.
Oh no, I'll throw on
And
like a full list of like of Broadway and stuff at work, and I'm having my own like personal show in my head, and I'm like, oh hey, I'm done. I hated that. You okay? Look, I'm currently belting out Hamilton in my head right now, so ignore me.
yeah, I'm like, oh, let's listen to like Liars, like not like Liars, but like the lyre, the instrument. I'm like, oh, let's listen to this. Like, let's listen to Viking music. Let's listen to like, oh yeah, we're gonna listen to Hell Young, but then we're gonna listen to like Michael Bublé, and then we're gonna listen to like my brain is it's a cacophony of insanity that I just deal with on. My wife's like, "Oh, why can't you sleep some nights?" And I'm like, "Because my brain doesn't shut off."
Uh-huh.
Um, you go to sleep and you look peaceful, and I hear you sleeping, and I have got 30 different songs playing in my head, and doubts about who I am,
Mm-hmm.
and all these other things going on. I've woken up in the middle of the night and have been like, uh, and
Just
have yeah, I'm like, oh, let's. I have to get up and update the spreadsheet because this is a change that's happening.
A duck walked up to
well,
a
hello,
lemonade stand and he said
Golden.
to the man running
That duck
the
scared
stand,
me.
Like
"Hey,
everything.
Golden's not
got
dead.
any grapes?"
Golden's like redeem, 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 redeem. Hello, Golden.
College you Willikers.
Look,
We see you, we respect you, and we acknowledge.
you were before I put the timer on that freaking duck song. They freaking duck song bombed me one day, and it was
Oh
like
yeah.
almost a solo minute. Duck, 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 bum, 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 bum. I'm like, oh my gosh, guys.
Yep, this is what now you've learned my lesson as to why I put everything on a cooldown. And people are like, oh, this cooldown's too long. It's like, yeah, because you guys spam it. If only you guys, if I could trust chat for one day, I would not have to do this.
Yeah,
But the thing is, I
could
don't.
never trust chat.
Give chat any amounts of power. Like, you give them an inch, they
Yeah,
take your
no,
entire torso.
Oh yeah,
Never
it's
mind the arm.
fantastic.
If you give chat an inch, they will take a mile.
Oh, and then
Every
once
time.
when you take any of the power back, you know it's
Oh
funny.
yeah, then they're super angry.
I'm not gonna say who, but this is kind of a funny thing that I found was, I gave a gifted sub to someone that I've seen a couple of times on my channel, and
Hmm.
after I gave them a gifted sub, they unfollowed me.
What?
Like
I'm sorry,
I've seen the
Oh,
guy a couple of
shit.
times in the
I
past
was not
2
expecting
years.
that to tickle my fancy so.
It's like,
What
Like,
a
I've
little
seen him.
shit.
I just gotta get the
I've seen him
sub.
over
You've
the
offended me
like,
by.
I've seen him over the years a couple of times in my channel. Then I haven't seen him in a long time, and I go and I join another streamer's stream, and I find him in the chat there, and he's like, "Oh hey, like how you doing?" And like he's doing good. And then I give him a. I see he's not subbed to the channel, but I'm a big fan of the channel, so I gave a sub to the channel, and I gifted a sub to him. And then he's just like, "Oh, thanks, dude." And then I looked at the next day. It's like I find out
Thanks,
he
dude.
he
Fuck you.
unfollowed me after I gave him a sub. I'm like, that's very odd. Like,
Well,
like
he
maybe
looked the
maybe
gift
he thought
horse in the mouth and
maybe
said,
he
"Fuck
was.
you."
I don't know. Maybe
Jeez.
maybe it was just a pleasant surprise that I found him there. But I think is maybe he thought I was following him or something. Maybe he was paranoid about it. I don't know. It's like, oh, well, this guy here is giving me a sub.
Well, dude, remember Squish Ferial? How he
Squish
thought
Feral,
that I was following him, and he like stopped going to all these different channels because he's like, I don't want a
Yeah,
problem. And
he unfollowed me, and yeah, well,
I don't know about this.
okay,
I
so
don't
there
know
was
about this.
this one and we're doing good, Golden. We're just kind of shooting the shit
I
before.
was just getting ready to try to interject and be like, hey, Golden was asking how everybody's doing today.
Yeah, we're just kind of shooting
we're
the shit
talking-
before I end
we're
stream.
reminiscing.
But no, this Ferial character, so he was in chat, and so we thought at first he was being just kind of funny, kind of like haha, because he'd, make funny, kind of hee jokes and silly things. But then he's the one that's like, we want to, hit on every single female he sees in every chat. Once he found out I was a female, oh lord, it's like, hey, no, back off, bro. But then Patat was in chat. And
Yeah.
was talking, and so he made a couple of comments towards her, and I was like, hey, Ferial, look, you don't need to know too much of the info, but Patat is a minor. I would appreciate if you would not say this sort of thing to Patat. And then
Yeah.
right, like a day or two later, I actually turned my camera on at this point. I was like, no, Fairy, you're gonna look at me and you're gonna look at my face. I have told you that you are not gonna talk like this to my daughter, and if you ever come into either a message or anything, like I was dead straight face him, like, you are going to back off and you are going to stop saying this to a minor, because that's disgusting.
Yeah.
And then I blocked
Yeah.
him, and then
Yeah.
every other chat I went into, it's like, oh, I gotta go back. He's gone, and then just all of a sudden just disappeared, and
Yeah,
he
no,
probably went somewhere else.
I
but,
mean,
like,
it's. I mean, you asked nicely the first time. That's kind of how I operate as well. Like I asked nicely the first time, and if you disrespect it or just, if you're like breaking the rules or you're doing things that are kind of inappropriate,
Yeah.
and you're asking, hey, can you please stop? And they don't stop, then it's
Yeah,
like,
it's
okay,
like,
I'm gonna
dude,
put my
I'm
foot
done.
down,
And
and we're
that's
not
why,
gonna like
like,
each other.
when we were in the stream and I saw her in there, I was like, no, sweet potato, no, don't look. don't listen to that.
Yeah.
look,
Yeah.
Patat,
Ah, that's my mom, and I'm like, no, sweet potato, no, you don't need to hear these things. Cover
look,
your ears.
look, she's as sassy, if not sassier than me. Okay, she learned from her mom well, and we've been saying some crazy shit lately.
Yeah. No, yeah. There was one time
That's
when
wild
I
that
don't
she's in
think
her
I'll.
senior year, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember
there
Waltz
was
thought
one.
she was a bot.
Yeah, there was. Oh, yeah. I thought they were a bot because of what they said in chat. Like they said like two or three things that came across very much like what would be
Bot-like?
considered bot behind. Yeah, but they came across as bot like based on the messages because at the time I was getting so many messages in my DMs
Oh, it
from
doesn't
people
help
who
that
speak like that.
the name was also daddyissues.exe.
Yes.
And I was like, no, Waltz, that's my kid. Hold on. I'm like, child, change your screen name now.
Yeah, that was like
That
saying
is
like,
the
who's
fucking
this
best.
bot? My first response
That
was
is
just
the
like,
fucking
who's this
best.
bot?
Daddy
Yeah, like I
issues,
remember that.
daddy
I remember. Like, wait a minute, this must be this must be a throwaway account. This can't
Holy
be.
shit.
It's freaking stupid, but it's fun.
I was like, change this today. You're gonna get banned
It
from
was-
Twitch because everyone thinks you're a bot.
I actually did get somebody who came into my chat when I was
shit.
playing Half-Life claiming that they were 12, so I just banned the account because it's like,
Well, you don't
Like,
come
no,
in
I'm not-
saying you're 12.
No, you
Yeah.
can't. It's against TOS. But at the same time, it's
Yeah.
like it harkens back to the old days of Twitch, where people who
Yeah.
say that in chat, and if
Yeah.
you don't deal with them, your account
My
gets reported, and
yeah.
then you
When
get
I
in
had
trouble.
started streaming on my old account back in like 2013, and I was getting people, they're like, "I'm 11." I'm like, "I have to ban you." Like every now and again, I wish I could revive my old account because it's got like 14,000, like not 14,000, 1,400 followers. I'm just
Damn.
like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
can bring this back," and I'm just like, "No, no, no. You're a very different person from when you had this account. Like nobody's gonna watch you. You just, eh."
Yeah. There was yeah, no, that kind of stuff, like it's not frightening to me. It's just like, and I have to do something about it. Like it's just like you
Yeah,
put me in that
exactly. It's
situation
like
where
you feel responsible.
you
Because I
have
mean,
to
I
be.
know
The thing is, you have to be.
I've had younger people in my chat, and I'm like, look, you know, there's certain I cannot give you advice on this. You know, there's certain things I'm not going to joke with you about. It's like, oh, we joke with this, we'll go, yeah, but I know now that
Yeah,
you're
no.
younger, a younger individual. You know, I'm not going to make some of the jokes. I will not interact with those jokes with you because that's
exactly.
just icky.
Yeah.
Like the one that got me up Ferial is he insinuated things about like because we had just done like a convention and Patat was exhausted and was like, oh, what was she up all night doing? I'm like, no, 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 It's like we've been up at a convention all night and we are exhausted, but I still want to come and interact. You are not going to say those things, and that's when I bit Ferial a new one. I was like, nah.
Yeah. No. 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 Especially not towards a minor. Like no.
Yeah.
Never toward like yeah. No. That's an ass whooping extreme.
We. It's like, trust me, I got plenty of swords. Come here. What? I'll do it.
I'll live in the minion. I'll live
wish
in
I
the
could have
middle of
swords.
nowhere.
You're not allowed to have swords?
They can't have
No,
anything.
because
You can have a baton and some pepper spray.
because they'll come and break into your house just to steal it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that's why everybody's got walls around their houses with the
Yeah, walls and electric fences and spikes.
Yeah.
like my whole neighborhood is like just walls and fences, or not even
We
fences.
live
like
in the
just
middle of
walls.
nowhere, so
Everybody
I
gets-
got groceries delivered today.
Oh.
And the guy was nervous because he didn't understand if he was in the right place or not. So he called me, and he said, "Hey, I just want to make sure I'm at the right house so I don't get shot."
Yeah, because stress, trust, yeah.
Because we live in the middle of nowhere. We live like literally. My closest neighbor is a mile and a half away,
Ooh,
and he's want
yeah.
to make sure I'm at the right house so I don't get shot. And I'm like, I can see you on the back end of my driveway. Like, go ahead and pull up.
It's like, you're fine. I ain't gonna shoot you.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
good.
like, yeah, when I'm outside, I keep a gun on me because
I mean, yeah.
coyotes.
It'd be funny if you. It would be funny. Well, not really funny, but you show up to it, it's like, stand and deliver your groceries.
Ooh,
Read off
Golden's
my
doing
grocery,
photo
boy.
shoots.
Wow.
So many photo shoot. 5 different
Also, hey
photo
Squish, if I didn't say hey before.
Oh
I think I forgot to say. I think I forgot to completely just say hello.
I've been.
We
here for
immediately were
hours.
like,
I
it's a
didn't say, hey,
wasp.
Squish. Hey, Squish.
I miss my Squish.
I'm sorry.
Squish.
I'm a piece of shit.
Oh my gosh. Oh, goodness gracious. No, this is the one that's tickled everyone. So Patat, she got an ear infection, just allergies, and then she does color guard. So all weekend for graduations, you know, all the screaming, all the commands, and doing the flags and everything. So it was a rough weekend. Jumped in the pool, nope, right back out instantly. And so
Oh no.
doctor, all the goodies and whatnot. And so, everyone knows I work overnights, I work retail, so, and I work with a bunch of
Yeah.
dudes, so we know how that goes.
Yeah.
So I had to go to my store, and I do not like my store, and so my brain goes night mode. And we leave and we're in the car, and of course, you know, as a mom, you have to give your child shit. It is what you do. And so we're in the
Yeah.
car, and she's like, "Mom, you gotta be nice to me. I'm deathly ill." And I go, "You're about as deathly ill as a hemorrhoid." And then we stop. We just
Whoa.
look at each other, and we're just like, she's like, "Where the hell did that come from?" I go, "I don't know." We just start
You're gonna
cracking.
you're gonna have to start using I think it was Dreadlicious who I met like a while back, like about a year ago. He
Mhm.
uses a bee's wiener as a form of measurement.
Ah,
So when he says like I was, instead of saying I was so close of getting this done, it says I was a bee's wiener away from hitting that guy. It sounds way more specific about how close it was.
and then you're like, "Wait a minute, what? Hold on, do bees have wieners?" Like everyone's like starts googling it, and then they're on a list.
I'm not gonna lie, I just googled that.
No.
I just googled that.
What did you find?
Now we gotta know. He took one
Uh,
from team.
Well,
I'll put the emote in chat though. Where is it? There's the
Ooh.
emote.
Oh my god.
Um,
What tea did you get, Golden? And that's actually the funniest fucking emote.
Just a bee's wiener.
I think the craziest I ever got was it was so quiet you could hear a cricket fart.
I mean, they have an organ similar to a wiener called an endophallus.
Stop. Stop.
That's all I have for you. I'm a simple man. Endophallus.
Well, there you go, everyone. That's your nature know-how for the day. Bees have an endophallus.
Nature how with fudge. Endophallus.
The more you know.
Rainbow ham.
And watch, one day you're gonna be in some situation and it's gonna be a trivia question. You're gonna be like, "I know that answer. How do you know
You're gonna
that
die
look?"
or you're gonna live. Oh, okay. Endophallus.
My God.
My God.
Oh my gosh. That's something I never knew I needed to know, and now we
You're
all know.
goddamn right.
I'm gonna go tell the whole family what I have learned today on stream.
What have you learned on stream, Baker?
I learned about endophalluses.
I learned that bees
No.
have an endophallus.
Endophallusize.
No, that is the worst piece of information you could have walked away from this whole conversation.
How dare you?
You could just say
I
you
had
could
to
just
Google
say,
that
you,
shit, Walls.
You
Don't you
could
dare
just
take
say
that
a
away from
bee's
me.
wiener. You can just say a bee's wiener. You don't have to make it more complicated than this. No context required. Nothing.
I
Just a bee's
thought
wiener
we were
as a form of
friends.
measurement. Everything. Everything that's so close is just a bee's wiener. That's all it is. That's all it ever will be.
Son of a
I'm gonna go on
bitch.
YouTube. I'm gonna call this an educational stream.
This was educational, in fact.
Mango passion
It's been,
fruit.
it's been
You know what?
educational this
Ooh.
whole time. Endophalus.
Oh, God damn it! Stop.
You can't stop
The words
truth.
of the day.
So, Fudge. Do you remember? Deus Ex?
Yeah.
The first one, the one that came out in
Yeah.
2000.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, dude, that was one of
I'm
my
gonna
favorites.
I'm gonna send you something. I'm
Oh, I
gonna
don't
send
know how
you
I feel about
something.
this.
It's a something. Wait, where's your where? I think I have you in my friends list here somewhere.
I think we should be friends with.
Yeah. Oh crap! Am I not in your?
Are you not my friend? I know you're in my Discord.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Message.
When we all have to go
There you
through
go.
our 87,000
There you go.
Discord channels.
Yeah, I know. I sent it to you. Here, have a Deus Ex main theme kazoo cover. Have a kazoo cover. I'll send it to Baker too.
What the fuck is?
That's like it's a kazoo cover.
Is it
I'll
in
put it
Discord?
in. Let me put it in. Where can I put it? Media Goodness or where? Where can I post it?
Funnies?
Funnies. It is. Yeah, it is a funny one. Where's funnies?
Oh
The
my
funny
god.
section. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's literally the entire main theme of Deus Ex, but a kazoo cover with pots and pans.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
And
god.
sorry,
You
he
have
says,
no-
sorry, he said, my kazoo is augmented. Also, my cardboard boxes. Also, my tin cans.
You have no idea how many. Dude, I just put so many hours into that fucking game.
Dude, that main theme is amazing.
Like little middle school fudge, just like sitting at my aunt and uncle's house, just playing that. I'm like, oh yeah, this is great. This is the best that video games are ever gonna get. Between that and playing Red Alert 2 on the computer, I was like, this is the pinnacle of gaming. It will never get better than this.
The Morgan Freeman voice pops up. It did indeed get better than this.
It did indeed get better than that. There were better games.
Alright, y'all. Well, it has been hilarious, but I gotta go grab some knowledge before I go to the bed.
Yeah.
This has
time
been
for
so
you.
much fun. This has been really fun.
Streaming
Yay.
with friends.
Hey,
Friends stream.
just chilling, chatting. Totally worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful leather work and then chilling with friends.
Yeah. I don't get to hang out with all you guys very often, so it's nice.
Yeah.
It was fun to join in. Thank you.
Alrighty, let me get everyone rated out. We're gonna go raid, I think, Sinister. The hearts. Sinister is playing Subnautica.
Oh, I love Subnautica.
Goodbye, everybody.
It's been fun, and I will see everyone later this week.
Everybody who's not following Big Baker, you should be following her now. If you don't click that button, then goblins will come and stab you in the butt in the night.
And you should also follow the Squish, and the Wasp, and the Fudge. Everyone's good beans.
Take care. We love you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Okay, maybe put the movie, yeah.